Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Good Vibe Show with me, Vivek Atray. Today my guest is someone very entertaining, adventurous. He's an army officer, Major General H.J. Singh, Shaurya Chakra VSM. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And he is someone who has had a very adventurous life in the army, and it was a microlite flight. Sir, let's jump straight into this part first because it's so exciting. Why and how did you become the microlite man?
You see, Atrayji, thanks a lot, first of all, to get me onto this, your show here. I'm very, very happy and I'm honored.
It's an honor.
You see, I actually wanted to become an Air Force officer and become a fighter pilot. I joined the NDA with that intent. I was 12th in the order of merit for the Air Force and 14th for the Army. But unfortunately, while in NDA, there was some death in the family. One of my relatives who was a pilot, a test pilot, an instructor, something happened and there was a crash. So Air Force was written off for me.
Well, the family did not allow.
They said, no way, we're not going to put another guy in the Air Force. So they said, you got to join the Army. So very reluctantly, I joined the Army. And they made sure I joined the safest corps of the Army, which is the Army Service Corps.
Yeah.
And but the spark of flying, the bug was inside me. While in ASE, I did a course on flying the microlights in England. I was the first Indian to be issued with a private pilot's license on the microlights in England. And we had planned an expedition from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. And then I did very well there. And so the government sent me to USA after that for advanced training on microlights. After doing the advanced training there, I bought 2 microlights in kit form.
In kit form?
In kit form.
Okay.
And got them in India and assembled them in Meerut.
Okay.
Test flew it. And then we went for this microlight expedition, famous expedition in 1984 from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. And I flew it solo all the way. I was very young and absurd, maybe more Josh.
I'm going to come to that. How did the Army allow you to do all this? Were you taking permission each time? Was it leave? What was it?
You see, this microlight does not give a signature on the screen. So radar signature is not there.
Okay.
So we were trying to see whether the microlight would help us in the Army. And being a paratrooper, you know, I took part in some Army exercises also. And the enemy forces, one of our forces, was told that there'll be something up in the air.
Right.
They couldn't see me.
Right.
And I could photograph their main thrust coming in, and I told. So it had its fabulous advantages, you know. So this is the reason, and of course the adventure streak was there always.
So this adventure streak, I really, I'm fascinated by it. So as a sportsman during your Dugshire days, during the Army, is that how this adventure streak developed, or were you always a dreamer about flying and, you know, all these crazy, if I may say so, things?
Look, Mr. Atray, I think everybody here in this world has the streak of adventure in him. If he didn't, he won't get married. Knowing fully well, jo khaye wo bhi pachtaye, jo na khaye. So the mere fact that guys get married, they are adventurous. They want to see what happens next. So I had this streak, like everybody does, and I wanted to, you know, fathom or get onto something which has not been done earlier.
Let's talk about that flight or other flights which you undertook on the microlight. How many hours, firstly, or how many days did it take, the longest one? And what major experiences did you have? We'll talk about it, Aram se.
You see, a very, very big question and a beautiful question. It took me 42 days. This was not a race. This was to basically popularize this sport in the country. I was a pioneer in this particular sport, and I brought it from England, USA to India. And when I flew this, I took off from Srinagar, and my first landing was at Avantipur. Avantipur is a satellite airfield within the valley.
Right.
Next day, we were to take off from Avantipur and cross the Banihal. Banihal was one of the biggest challenges to this expedition.
To cross, no doubt.
Now, next day when I took off, and there was a helicopter detailed by the government of India with a film division photographer in it to film me or to pick up my pieces if I crash. And the pilot there was Cherry Clare. He was General Clare's son, who retired as an air marshal as the commandant National Defence Academy later on.
I see.
So Clare took off from Avantipur, and I took off from Avantipur, and we saw a huge cloud base over the Banihal hill. Mm-hmm. I tried to penetrate. You see, I don't have a cockpit. I'm out in the open.
And you don't have weight also.
I don't have weight. The whole aircraft is less than 100 kgs.
So light.
So light. And it has a motorcycle engine. So I used to penetrate, and the cloud was so thick I couldn't see my own hands. I would turn back immediately and get back. So would Cherry. And I told Cherry, I and Cherry were through on RT. His Delta channel was through to my Alpha channel. And that they had fitted the mic on my headphone, and I could speak to him. So I asked him, I said, Cherry, just check if there's some window somewhere where I can just penetrate and get across. He said, well, there isn't any. And then I looked at my petrol. I had tried about 8-9 times. I had run out of petrol. I was running out of petrol. So I said, look, if I go back again to Avantipur and refuel and come back again, I'm going to waste a lot of time. I'll land on the road. There was a road leading to the Banihal.
Okay.
So I saw a truck going there, a truck coming from very far. I said, now the road is okay. So I landed on the road. So I told Cherry, I said, Cherry, you go to the airport, get me 2 jerrycans of fuel. I'm landing here, you come. He did tell me that I'm not supposed to carry fuel. I said, then this expedition goes. So he was pressurized, so he got fuel. But when I landed at the road, on the road, the locals thought I was a Pakistani. So they all converged onto me, trying to kill me. I immediately opened my helmet. I said, sir, Indian. And they were so happy to see me. And but I must tell you here, the Kazikund village is a fabulous village.
You landed in Kazikund, this village?
This village is bang next to the road.
I see.
And the most beautiful women in the valley, I think, are in that village, in Kazikund village.
So you just on the lighter side, you sure you didn't land there deliberately?
I wish I'd known, I would have. But their tradition is, again, on the lighter side, when they like somebody, the old men of that village come and kiss you, hug you, and the beautiful women keep looking at you. I think they need to change the tradition.
We should go the other way.
Anyway, I refueled and I took off again. And I again tried twice to penetrate the cloud. I couldn't. So suddenly it struck to me, I said, look, the cloud can't carry on going forever. It has to have some base, somewhere it has to end. So I told Cherry, I said, Cherry, just check up how high is the cloud. So I saw Cherry circling and going up. He said, sir, it's beyond your capability. Your capability is only 10,000 feet and the cloud is at 12,000 feet.
Okay.
So you cannot come here. So it's too high for you. That split second thought which came into my mind, I said, why not? And I said, Cherry, you wait there, I'm coming. I also started climbing.
Okay.
Knowing fully well that it's a motorcycle engine, it has a carburetor. Beyond 12,000 or 12,000, near 12,000, the oxygen becomes less.
Yeah.
The carburetor can flood. The aircraft can come to a grinding halt.
Yeah.
Then what do I do? But then this is what this adventure all about.
Dangerous.
No, it's not dangerous. It's adventurous.
Okay.
And Cherry kept howling at me. Come on, sir, you can't do this. This is trying to commit suicide. You can't do this. It's beyond your capability. I switched off the RT.
Because first you're struggling with the height, and then you're struggling with Cherry's.
I switched off the RT. I said, let him shout. I should concentrate. And I knew now I saw the cloud at 12,000 feet. I climbed 500 more, and I saw the cloud under me, a beautiful virgin white sheet.
Ooh.
And I started feeling more spiritual. And I knew that my lungs required more oxygen. This is the first step on G factor hitting you.
Oh.
You start feeling more spiritual. Wow, so beautiful, so nice. Second step is you out of controls, and then you're gone. And I crossed the uh, cloud, and I saw the valley, and I dived into the valley so that I could breathe, and I took deep breaths. But aircraft didn't give me any trouble. God was very kind. A lot of incidents happened in between this, which I can tell you later if you wish.
I would like to say, sir, that at that point, that leap of faith, unprecedented. I mean, it's unbelievable what you did. Would you do it again?
I will never do it again. I can tell you very frankly. But you see, at that stage, I was very firm in my belief. जिसको राखे साइयां मार सके ना कोई और जिसको मारे साइयां उसको बचा सके ना कोई. So I said, if I have to, I will. But if I don't have to, nobody can kill me.
So then talk about the rest of the journey.
No, I have missed something very nice.
Yes, sir. Please go.
The film division photographer was watching all that, and he was filming me. Then I landed at the helipad of Banihal, which is a very small helipad for Aleut, cheetahs, very small.
Small.
But I had to land there. There was no other place. I landed there. Land to theek hai, but how do you take off from there?
You don't have a runway.
You don't have a runway. When I landed there, and after a little while, Cherry also landed there.
Scolded you, shouted.
He, of course, shouted at me, "Sir, you shouldn't have done this. You are very lucky to be alive." Vagara, vagara. Then that film division photographer said, "Sir, where did you get lost? I lost you for 3-4 seconds." Even I felt that there is some force which has picked me up from here and kept me here.
Kya baat hai. Kya baat. That's such a spiritual element.
There is something, I haven't spoken about this to anybody.
But now we are on camera.
Oh, well.
And it's something beautiful. It's something beautiful.
So the film division photographer said, "Sir, I lost you for a few seconds." And even I thought there was something amiss somewhere. But then I didn't talk about it. The mere fact that we were alive, we were laughing, joking. The most beautiful cup of tea I had is at Avanti
Banihal.
Banihal helipad. And now we were to take off from there. Now was the problem because I didn't have any place to take off from. So we had a Army Medical Corps ka one Gurdyal Singh, a hefty guy, a toughest guy. I said, "Gurdyal Singh, vaijaz no pichon phad la. I will make it full rev." And the moment I said, "Chhad de," tu chhad de. And in that small helipad, मैं कहा छड़ दे उन्हें छड़ता, and I dived into the valley to gain more airspeed, and then I picked it up and then I was trying to fly towards the lit side of the valley because the hot air goes up. I was trying to take as much lift as possible because the aircraft was struggling. There were winds, and I was struggling, and I could see the peak ahead, which I had to cross, and that was much higher. And my aircraft was struggling, and finally, Patni Top. Finally, we crossed the Patni Top. My wheels perhaps touched the snow. And thank God I didn't get stuck there. The moment I crossed Patni Top, I was beaten like hell. I was like a small boat in rough sea, paper boat in rough sea. I was that badly shaken and moved and whatever. And I could see Udhampur moment I crossed the Patni Top. But I thought now it'll be comfortable. But I got into eddies. Eddies are the winds. Which I fought those eddies, and I came and finally landed at Udhampur. And my leader was so happy. There was a reception. I said, "Look, I don't want to talk to anybody. Just give me half an hour to sleep.
This was very adventurous, very
this
daring.
this was the
very
most
daring.
beautiful part of this expedition.
This and then the rest of India. I mean, what?
Rest of India went over very well. Of course, we had a lot of hiccups on the way, and
But not weather like this.
my
and-
share. But this was the most beautiful part.
Tell us about MAM. And there was a window where civilians were allowed to. What were they allowed to do for a while?
Skydiving.
Skydive. And you were posted in Agra after you got married. This opportunity came. You've always been a skydiver and a microlite flyer and a flyer. But MAM was not. So
Yeah.
how did that happen?
You see, when I got married, I was doing professional skydiving, and I was in the Indian skydiving team for 2 years.
Right.
After that, we've done a lot of jumps all over the country, giving demonstrations. And when I got married, I was doing professional skydiving, so we used to eat, drink, sleep, everything skydiving, 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 skydiving. So the opportunity came for a civilian to do. I said, "Why don't you do it?" She said, "But I don't know anything about it. I'm just 37 weight. Her weight was only 37 kgs. You have to have some weight for the parachute to come down."
Very light. She's microlite.
So she was one of the first three Indian ladies to do skydiving. She joined the course 3 days late, but I said, "Don't worry, I will teach you at home. Rest of the ladies, their husbands are not skydivers.
Right.
You have the advantage of your husband being a skydiver.
Right.
So you will get personalized training at home."
Right.
And she did the best.
Okay.
Amongst all them. And they did 10 jumps, and the last jump was from 6,000 feet.
And I believe she was so light that she couldn't land in some place or something like that.
I wanted to get a photograph of her a few feet above the ground while she was landing. With my experience, I said, there, she jumped out number 3. There, she's opened a parachute. Now, I positioned myself seeing the sun and the winds. I said, she will land somewhere here. And I was looking on top, and she crossed me about 600 feet above me. Now, she wouldn't come down. She was
She's too light.
She was too light. So she's taking her own time to come down. So the first time after marriage, I ran after her.
Otherwise, she was running after you, and you were flying away. And on the lighter side again, you, she, and I, we did a shoot together.
Yeah.
Another type of shoot, a modeling shoot.
Yeah, modeling shoot, and we were on the first page of one
We
of the
were on the
magazines.
cover page. We'll try and show you that cover page in
Wait,
this show.
Mr. Atray looks the most handsome of them
No,
all.
sir, you look very handsome. We are happy to have ma'am with us. So come to the rest of it now. The career in the defense, and today is a time when the youngsters need role models. Would you do it again? Would you advise the youth of today to join the defense services? What is it about the defense services that you advise?
Definitely, I will advise any and everybody who has little warm blood in him to join the services if he wants to really, really enjoy life.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy life in every manner.
Mm-hmm.
If you are getting into adventure, you can get into any adventure. Army will help you. Imagine I was from ASC.
Yeah.
You got nothing to do with flying. I later on started a flying school. I trained a few instructors, and they further train people now. This cap that I'm wearing is from that school.
Yeah, I saw that
flying
Army
school.
Adventure Nodal Center.
And one of the chief instructor now, he sent to me as a founder member of that Army Adventure School. I started a flying school even in Indian Military Academy when I was posted there as a brigadier administration.
But you were different. Everyone doesn't go through these very adventurous times. How is the defense services career as a whole? Why should the youth go there?
Youth must go there because every opportunity is given to any youth, anybody
To do
who
what?
has a spark in him. If he, let's say, is playing polo, they will make sure he gets the best of coaches, he gets the best of horses, and he becomes the best polo player in the world. If he's a tennis player, they'll train him to the nth degree, and he the amount of opportunities you get in the army.
And the tough times when the family is away and you are away, and
That's not a tough.
when you're on the microlite up there, not knowing whether you'll land.
That's part of the game.
That's exactly what I wanted you to say.
That's part of the game.
Yes.
I mean, if you have to do something, you have to lose something to get something.
Right.
So a little bit of sacrifice has to be done, but nobody minds that.
How much have you learned from your love tennis and sport in general? And what would you advise the youth to look at sports like? How should they look upon
Look,
sports?
I firmly believe in one. Life is either a daring adventure or it isn't anything at all.
Absolutely.
So if you don't have to vegetate. Even a vegetable grows, gets eaten away. You don't have to exist. You must live every minute, every second of your life. It's not going to come again. What you and me are talking right now,
Good vibes.
this moment is never going to come again.
Never gonna come.
It's gone. So
But we are recording it.
so you might as well enjoy every second, every minute of your life while you're alive. Some people are dead while they're alive.
What are your greatest inspirations from sports? Let's say, who did you look up to?
See, I play tennis, and at the moment I love
Alcaraz.
Alcaraz, and I mean never say die spirit, and I mean even the most impossible shot. He will somehow reach there and make it possible, and not only make it possible, he will surprise himself, and he'll surprise you, and he will surprise his opponent. That means it's possible. So don't give up.
Don't give up. I'm in a little quick mode now, but this important point that you made. I went to a debate where they said hard work versus talent. I don't think it's versus. Both are needed. So how much of success in tennis, in adventure, in